Okay, welcome to Newbury College, Healthy Eating. Today we're going to do a simple pasta bake using Quorn instead of beef mince. Quorn is a myco-protein grown similar to mushroom fungus actually. So it's not a vegetarian strictly, because I think there's a small amount of egg white involved in there. That's why they don't advertise it as vegetarian, but it is healthy for you, high in protein, low in fat, and a good alternative to mince. I've got loads of cut veg. It's all nicely cut. You don't have to do it like that. You could put it in a blender and just pulse it a little bit smaller. Don't get hung up about that, but that's what you need, and it's a good excuse to chuck in loads of vegetables in any dish like this. So I've got some mozzarella and cheddar cheese which I'm going to put on the top, some tomato passata and some tomato puree. I'm going to put in a little bit of dried oregano or some fresh oregano from the garden. I've got some blanched, cooked for 8 minutes penny pasta, and I'm going to use a little bit of normal olive oil in here just to cook my veg. Now remember, this is a cooked product, it only needs to be reheated, so it's the vegetables that need cooking. So I'm just going to put in my vegetables into a medium hot pan, and you can put anything in there, anything you've got in the fridge veg wise, put in there. I've got celery, onion, I've got carrots, even cabbage, mushrooms, spring onion. I've just thrown in a bit of everything, red peppers. I'm just going to sweat them a little bit. And for this, I'm going to use some pepper. And a little bit of sea salt. I'm going to try and get away with using very little salt in this dish. So a little bit of sea salt in there, and I'll see you back. Some dried oregano in there. Sweat all your vegetables off. Starts to go a little bit translucent. Put in your Quorn. Put in your tomato passata. There's about 200 millilitres there, or 200 grams. Tomato puree, there's 1.5 dessert spoons in there as well. And then I'm just going to put in a little bit of water. And we'll just mix this in nicely. And then I'm just going to put in a couple of bay leaves from the garden. And now, basically, I'm just going to gently simmer this, put a lid on, gently simmer it for about 20 minutes, and I'm going to come back to you. So, 20 minutes cooking. As you can see, nice colour, plenty of sauce. I'm just going to pour that now onto my pasta. Make sure I get it all in there. Okay, then I'll just get a spoon and just mix it with the pasta, which has been cooked for about 8 minutes. I'm using penny. You can use anything you like, anything you've got. Fusilli, pasta bows, anything that you've got, and you can, if you choose to use wholemeal pasta. I'm not really a fan of wholemeal pasta, but some people like it, so it is more healthy, so you could be using wholemeal pasta. So just mix it in like this roughly. I've got my oven on at 200, but that's not fan. If you're using a fan, stick it on at 180. Okay, and then this is just natural yogurt. So I'm going to put some natural yogurt on there. Just gives it like a bit of a creamy texture. Instead of making like white sauce or bechamel, you can just use a little bit of this. And again, I'm just going to mix this in a little bit. Gives it a bit of a creamy texture. And it is quite rustic, it's not a refined dish. It's a great dish for doing for tea. And you can make it the day before and chill it down. But you just need to leave it longer in the oven to reheat. Okay, so and now I'm just going to mix this cheddar and mozzarella together. Put that on top. You could use Parmesan cheese if you wanted a little bit on top to add another dimension. There's lots of alternatives. Experiment. Okay, I'm going to put this in the oven and I'll come back to you when it's finished. Okay, so I've taken it out of the oven, 20 minutes in the oven at 200. And I'll just show you. It's nice and moist. And it's a really tasty dish. Smells delicious, meat free, low fat. So please don't put all that on for your kids because they won't like it, but that's just for you. Try it at home.